guys, welcome to my channel. This is the Queen of Wands, and I'm going to be doing quick reading. I had a request actually to do a reading about how do they see you and what are the deepest secrets that they want revealed to you. So we're going to divide it in three categories. No, not three categories. It's you and them, okay? So one is going to be, and I got three different decks for that. So how do they see you as an individual or personality? And how do you see them? How do they see themselves? What they won't tell you? And what they wished they would do or tell you, whatever, you know, they in their deepest wishes that they would love to tell you and they never managed to tell you. So let's get that one. That's you. And what and this is them. So how do you see them and how do they see you? All right, that's one. That is personality wise. How do you introduce yourself to them and how do they introduce themselves to you? But that is from your perspective. Like they can introduce themselves in a certain way, but their hidden side is different, right? So so their hidden aspects. Let me just what they actually are is one thing. Okay. And then what they cannot tell you, their hidden secrets, and what they hoped and what you hoped, of course. Okay, so how do they see you first is right here. Let me open that. I'm going to read them all upright, okay? So they see you as a Three of Wands. All right, so they see you as a very fiery element, very passionate woman or man. You have a passion for life. You strive for things that excite you in life and stimulate you and stimulate your creativity. The Three of Wands represents also you're a teamworker. You love to help others. Everything you do is not just about you. You want to contribute to family, siblings. These are family immediate members. These are friends, colleagues. You're a helper. Yeah, you have a big heart, very generous. The three represents also the third card of the Empress, a little bit of the Empress element there, very sensual. But they're also the third house of Gemini, very cooperative, very, very understanding, very grounded in the same time. Yeah, they see you that you are very compassionate. even here in this card, it shows that this guy almost is forgiven. This is like, I don't know the story well, but it seems like this guy betrayed him, and he managed to get all three wands, but yet he's saying, okay, please, you're my king, I know I did you wrong, but forgive me. Very compassionate. He will make his enemy go on your side. Like, you're the type of person that will change the enemy's mind, to change the enemy's perspective. Nobody is an enemy. We're all friends. We're all like a big family, right? They see you like that. Yeah, there is a lot of passion and big heart. A person with a big heart, very helping. How do you see them? Oh, wow. You see them as the high priestess. Now, it can be them, it can be a female, it can be a male, doesn't matter, but the actual energy of the high priestess is a female energy. So, if we have somebody who's a go getter, active, maybe even very athletic, wands are known for that, fiery, going forward, getting things done, action packed teamwork with a sense of leadership as well, expansion, growth, right? The high priestess is more receptive, more detached. She's full of mysteries. She's like a daughter. She represents a daughter. She has an sensuality that is expressed in a most feminine way, by not overindulging, but in a very passive way. The high priestess here, look at her. She's dressed like up to her neck. Like, this is a person who is very not overly dressed, very simple. She feels like she doesn't need to overexpose herself or show too much, because she already knows, and she knows who she picks, who needs to see the real her. That's the thing, how she reveals herself. Plus, she wants to be understood for her personality, for her hidden sides, for the way she, not because of her clothes or how much clothes she puts on. That's a sense of paradox about the high priestess, because she can be overly exposed and then you'll find out that she's very shy. She can be overly covered and then you're gonna see the hidden aspect of passion and desires and lust and all that. So that's how high priestess is unexpected. You get the unexpected, the unpredictable. So that's how you see them. Whoever you're here, if you're a man and you want to see, she might be a moon, a Cancer, or a Pisces. Usually, this is the moon, but that rules the Cancer in this case. Very mystic, very psychic, that's for sure. High priestess has those elements. A person that will make you do things and you're not even understanding. You thought you told them to do something and you pushed them, but that she can read your mind and you end up doing things that they were supposed to do. I don't know. Something that with her passivity will make you do things. Like, sometimes when there are cases, and I've seen this before, when somebody's tried to allure you or even have sex with you, and then you thought that you had sex with them, but they had sex with you, and you're like, okay, but who started this? I thought, I had the upper hand. And it's like when they say, I dumped you, but then you feel like, oh, you just got dumped, that's what happened with the high priestess. So it would turn things around in a way that you don't know who's who. So yeah, the high priestess is very enigmatic. So they have a way of making you do things, and then you wonder like who did what, you know. That's what high priestess, and maybe they have those qualities, right? And I think you find it fascinating. There is a sense of shyness as well here. As mystic it might look, there's a sense of shyness. She's always covered. Um, but there is this pomegranate there, which is the hidden, mysterious, the passion for life is there, right? Okay. So what they wouldn't tell you at this present moment, sorry, what you would not tell them at this moment. What you would not tell them is the Two of Wands, another Wands. Listen, we get the Three of Wands from another deck, and now we get the Two of Wands. And we got Mars in Aries, so this is a very fiery, another fiery element. You guys are all full of fire here. This is like love, lust, desires. Mars rules action, but also passion, sex. Now, this was in reverse. Maybe that's the reason you wouldn't tell. It's like a blockage. Um, maybe you don't want to tell them that you don't want them to know that you have no desire to have sex with nobody else. This is a very sexy card, and making love and having sex, desires, the 12 wands. You don't want them to know that you are not cheating around on them, because there's a sense of pride, and maybe you are not, and it's just that because you desire only them, but that the passion, the desire is only for them, but right now you're just not ready to let them know that you're like completely dedicated spiritually, physically, emotionally to this individual. And maybe the only way to keep them hooked to you is by giving them some sort of doubts that, maybe you're looking elsewhere, but you're not, because this is like you're stuck on them, kind of. Yeah. And you just don't want them to know that right now, because you don't know if they are looking elsewhere and they just moved on, maybe. But I think they're not looking elsewhere. They haven't moved on, because the high priestess is a very faithful person. She can stay without sex for a long time. I mean, she wants quality. And even when it comes to sex, she knows when to get it, when the right time. She knows, she gets her divine guidance when it's moment. So both of you are focused on one another, and you are not willing to get some cheap, um, momentary satisfaction. You're looking for qualitative time with the one and only person that you want in your life. They're both representing very dedicated people that are not having interaction, sexual intercourse, or whatever with other people. High priestess especially, but even here with the Two of Wands in reverse, like you're not having attention on nobody else. You're just waiting when the right moment comes with this person. So, and now how they think about you, what they won't tell you is the Page of Pentacles. There's a little messenger here. What they won't tell you is that he got a big letter A here, as you see. Do you see that right there? A. So he has a plan A. He has a plan A, and there's no plan B, because the plan A is you. You know, that's the accomplishment. Once he has you, that's plan A. And the pages are, they just started something off the ground, slowly but firmly. They're committed. These are very committed cards, slowly but firmly committed. So there's a plan A, and they stick with a plan A. That's for sure. So they won't tell you that at the moment. Okay, they won't tell you that. They do have a plan. And what he wants to what do you want to tell them? Okay, what do you want to tell them is the Ten of Swords. We got Sun in Gemini here. So Sun in Gemini is about confidence and communication. You want to tell them how hurt you were. You want to tell them that you felt bruised and hurt in all forms of shapes. Mentally, emotionally, physically, you were destroyed. You went through some major mental breakdown. You want to tell them that this was like an awakening call for you, an enlightenment, that whatever happened to you, it was big plan of God, and you have forgiven them because you realized that that was something that needed to be happen. You see how this guy is standing here welcoming all those swords upon all over his body and bleeding. As I've said in the past as well, swords do bleed. Swords are thoughts, and they're words, communication. So words do bleed, and words do hurt a lot. They affect our mental state, our emotional state. They pierce you in every inch of your body, everywhere. You want to tell him that sometimes there's people out there that are vulnerable and are fragile, and they value the importance of how the words are delivered. But you also saw the sun rising behind it, so you understood that whatever healing that you needed to go through, you thank God that, it happened through this man for you to gain the strength, the courage, the spiritual growth that you embrace and you accepting them, and you thank God that he sent you this man for these things to happen, and it didn't go with somebody else that would not understand. Trust me, what they did to you, they're going through that themselves too. If not, maybe now, maybe later, maybe when before, but they understand now. They understand too. Maybe they didn't understand at the time. They didn't do their homework. They didn't do their research. What was all this about? They were just playing with mind games, ego games, and they were not seeing the bigger picture. That is not just a matter of playing the games. It's somebody above us who's playing the game in order for us to really see through the eyes of the soul, right? His eyes are covered here. He has whatever he had on his head is looks like almost like an eagle, rising like a phoenix from the ashes, reborn. Yeah. Reborn. A completely new person, new identity. Gemini is about identities. So you want to tell him that. And it's so funny because I did that. I told this guy, I told him that whatever pain he caused, I have to thank you because I had to do some healing that hadn't to do just with him. But I don't think he got that message the way I was hoping he would understand. He was in too much ego to accept that. He wasn't expecting that. He was accepting me to say that, oh, you got me jealous and I'm hurt. He wanted to hear some mediocre things about you're hurting me with jealousy. I was seeing the bigger things. And it's funny when I see this card, I do see myself because I stayed with the pain. I didn't run away. I remember I stayed when I bear this humiliation, and I went through major humiliation with this guy. I stayed because it's like God spoke to me and said to me, stay with the pain because you're going to heal. You're going to heal the bruises, the humiliation. You're going to overcome this. And trust me, he fell in his own trap practically. He thought I was going to do the same thing, stabbing him from all corners the same way. I didn't. I just stand there. I stood there. And just, it was like it was hit me. Okay, I had to feel it to the core so I could finally release once and for all. And then he felt like shit because he wasn't expecting this. Honestly, I felt like Jesus when Jesus was stoned and was nailed down on the cross. I honestly felt like that. Like he hit me hard. He slapped me hard with, I mean, not physically, but mentally bruised. But I realized, I knew that was something divine, something greater than this was something different, unique, special. And I said, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to get strong. And every month, every year goes by, I just get better and better. It takes time. I'm telling you, it takes time. And you got to focus on rebuilding yourself, the true self, your true identity, who you are. Okay? And once you know and you love your new self, the true you love yourself more, and then you got more focus and strength and energy to do many things with your life, beautiful things. But when you're down there in pain, you're just numb. You can't move. Like depression, it hits you in a way that you just can't move. You're just numb. No. All right. So what else? What do they want to tell you? This is 5 of Cups in reverse. They want to tell you that, who is this guy? Is that a, they want to tell you that they have no more doubts and no more fears. They were unsure. They want to tell you they don't want to stay in secrecy. The five of Cups is always like somebody running away, hiding, leaving you questioning and doubts. And why did he left me like that? Why he disappeared? You never got closure. Doubts, fears, misunderstandings, right? They want to turn and spill those cups and just start fresh and over again. And yes, they want to tell you that they know that they acted incorrectly towards you and they caused you pain and heartbreak. The 5 of Cups is also breakup. But the 5 of Cups also represent comebacks. So coming back, they had to go to find themselves, to work on things, on themselves, with the High Priestess here, hiding. But in order to understand their spiritual journey, they want to tell you that they are truly sorry, and they want a new cycle, a fresh cycle. Yeah, Five of Cups is not the best. They understand. They hurt you now. They do. They didn't know. They never realized how much pain they caused you. I don't think they realized. Either that or you were just hiding well. They couldn't figure you out. Uh, yeah, they just couldn't. Now, and the final cards here is the outcome is the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is that you wanna you want something tangible with this person, something that you can, you know, be together as a couple. Yeah, the Knight of Pentacles is a person that wants to offer something tangible, and you're looking for that. They have Seven of Cups. They want to meet your expectations. Yes, Seven of Cups is about expectations. They want to meet your expectations. They know that you expect something from them, a partnership, a union, or something. Yeah, and they want to meet your expectations. They want to make your dreams come true. The Seven of Cups is a bit like a dreamy card. I want this, I want that. And they're like they're trying their best. You don't want the world, you just want them. And the rest you'll figure it out, I guess, right? That's what it is. So what would be a card that you both um, represent as a union or as a couple? Let's see this. Queen of Swords. Oh, wow. You both carry the Queen of Swords. All right. You are both very intellectual, very intelligent. You're looking for balance, harmony, stability, tranquility. Right now, you're looking for things, you're looking for all matters of the heart and emotions to be put aside. You want no drama. Yeah, there's no water here. I think you overcame that place where too much water around, too much emotion, too much commotion, too much fragility. I think you healed all that. The Queen of Swords, she has gone through all that pain. She's not cold hearted at all. She is a big heart, but she is looking for transparency, honesty, truthfulness. She's very kind. She doesn't tolerate BS. I think you're both looking for that. Oh man, this is a good card. Whether it's a King of Swords or a Queen of Swords, really, trust me, you both carry this energy right now where the emotions are put aside, and not because you care less. You just can't, you healed. You are healed. It shows here you ever overcame that. And it shows here to him that he's committed to you, and he is done with the drama and the suspicions and the hidden, you know, behaviors. He just working and planning how to meet your expectations. He wants to have something tangible with you, that's for sure. And in order to achieve that, You cannot just sit and dream about it. The Queen of Swords activate their mind to get things done. They get organized. Time, anything, money, life in general, it all is related to the mind. If mind is not in control, in a healthy way in control, nothing else can operate properly. Queen of Swords is the queen that had a healthy mind and a healthy heart. Okay? She's not restrictive here on trying to impose anything. She's the queen of justice and truthfulness and honesty and devotion and faithfulness, and you both are committed. You both carry this card. Yeah, so you both have the Queen of Wands energy. You both are looking for that honesty, integrity, truthfulness. You live by the sword, by the truth. You admire everyone that has these qualities of transparency and being bold and straightforward, you know? You cannot fool the Queen of Swords. She is like the Queen of Wands. She can smell miles away dishonesty and lies. She's not going to fall for any of this. She got no time for mind games or any form of tricks. She doesn't want to do all that. She doesn't want drama. So I think you both don't want that. I think whatever happened in the past, whatever masks that you all worn, I think you were trying to do that to test the other, to get the real person out of the mask. And then you ended up getting stuck in that mask, being a person that you're not. But I guess then fears make you wear masks, and somebody was stuck with it. And I think this guy here is saying, my mask is off now, because you're going to see that I'm a good person with a big heart and warm heart. You know, the Queen of Swords is like the King of Swords. Is like Mr. Darcy. They're a bit cold and arrogant. That's how they show the appearances. But actually, in the family, with people that they know him well, they're very warm and welcoming and with a big heart and helpful. But the image that you carry is different, how you deliver. So, but now that you know each other better, you're just building more structure, more focus. And this is so clear mentality, clear mind and goals, what you want. And you're just not allowing emotions to get the best of you anymore. Because now you know what you want out of life, both of you. All right? And yeah, thank you so much for stopping by and have a nice evening.